Yo then guys, and welcome back to another video. Now today we are going to be talking about the PS5 event that happened 2 days ago now for you guys. It's a bit of a madness. So I've got some notes here, so if you see me looking off screen then you know what's going on. But let's just begin. So first off, the PlayStation prices and the release date and the pre-order dates were all revealed. So you've got the digital edition without the Blu-ray disc drive at £350 slash $399, and then you've got the original PlayStation 5 at £450 or $499. Now before we get into when they're going to be released, I just want to have a little look at the pricing. So you've got the Xbox Series S at £250, which I believe apart from 4K is the exact same as the PlayStation, near enough. Let me just double check. Yeah, so the Xbox Series S cannot do 4K. It's 120 FPS at 1440p. So yeah, it's not too short of the PS5 digital edition though. Obviously, they don't have a disc drive, and the performance is pretty much the same. For £100 cheaper, interesting. I mean, quite a few people don't have 4K TVs, so it's not really going to make a massive difference, the fact that the Xbox Series S can't do 4K. So, yeah, interesting. But that's not the only thing I wanted to talk about. The thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that $399 isn't £350. $399 is actually £308, and it's the exact same with the other. $499 is definitely not £450. It's actually £385. Not sure if this is to do with like the conversion rate, or you know whether obviously pounds is worth less than dollars. So I don't know if they're actually trying to make it more expensive because they know that pounds is worth less than dollars. I'm not too sure, but it sucks. Normally, you'll just get a straight conversion rate. You know, the PlayStation would be worth £300 or $308 or whatever they want to do, and the and in dollars it will be $399. They wouldn't normally do that, so that there's no conversion rate there. But anyway, the PlayStation 5 comes out in America on the 12th of November and comes out in Europe on the 19th of November, a week later. Not really too sure why. It's just the case with most consoles. The Xbox 360 came out a week earlier in America, and then it came out a week later in Europe. I'm not really too sure. It's just what happens now. So pre-orders went live yesterday. It will be yesterday for you guys watching, and it sold out everywhere in a few hours. Well, pretty much everywhere. I believe you can still get it in game, and maybe there's a few other places like Curry's PC World. I'm not too sure, but I'm trying to get it on Amazon because I want it delivered on the day so that I can do an unboxing and then get straight on with... We'll get into the game that I want to play in a minute. So yeah, pre-orders went live yesterday, and as I say, they went very, very quickly. Like, I checked at 3 a.m. and it had already sold out, which is a madness, but there we are. So, on to games that the PS5 is launching with. I've got a list here, so I'm going to be looking off. We got Fortnite, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, maybe. It's coming in the holiday season, so whether or not that will be on release date or a few days after, I'm not too sure. You've got Marvel Avengers, FIFA 21, Cyberpunk 2077, Astros Playroom, NBA 2K21, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, the new Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Madden NFL 21, Dirt 5, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There is a few others as well, but those are the most important ones. The most important one to me is the new Spider-Man, Miles Morales. I cannot wait for that game. It's going to be expensive though. I'm going to have a little look at how much. I believe it's like $69.99. Let's have a little look. $59.99, so it's 50 quid. To be fair, that's about the normal price of games. It's going to get expensive, PlayStation 5. It's going to get very expensive. I want to just talk about a couple other games quickly, and then we'll get onto that. But I'm looking forward to 2 more games. Unfortunately, they're not going to be released with the PS5, which is why I didn't include them in that list. We've also got Hogwarts Legacy, which is like an open world Harry Potter game. Now, you've got like the Lego version, but this is going to be like a proper open world Harry Potter game. It's going to be insane. Like, it's going to be amazing. Magic, open world. I can't wait. I actually can't wait. It's probably going to be an expensive game, though. And then you've got the new God of War, which was announced the other night. They both look incredible. Well, I mean, I don't think there's any trailers for God of War yet. Let's have a little look. Yeah, so the trailer was just like a reveal teaser trailer. It's literally just like shows you what it is. It's essentially just a 1-minute video with text saying Ragnarok is coming, so it's going to be based in Ragnarok, which is really cool. I like that. I don't really get like the Greek gods and stuff like that, but I enjoyed of what I played of God of War. I didn't really play much of it, but I played a little bit, and I watched the rest, and I really did like the game. And with the mad news that you got at the end of that game, I knew there had to be another one. Like, you have to play as Boy. Well, you might play as Boy. I don't know. AKA Atreus. So you've also got PS Plus. Now, PS Plus was obviously PS Plus's membership. So you can play online with PS Plus and you can go into parties and talk to people. Without it, you can't do those things, I believe. But they've also added something really, really cool. So last console, I believe it was like maybe 2 games a month that you got for free. And they weren't necessarily... Well, no, they were all right games. Like, you got Rainbow Six Siege as 1 year. And I think you got God of War maybe as well. However, it's nothing like what they've got in store for this next console. Now, if this is your first PlayStation console, you're in luck. Like, you're in luck. Because the launch games are as follows. Give me a second. Let me just get it up. So you've got God of War, The Last of Us Remastered. That was the first one. Uncharted 4, Battlefield 1, Monster Hunter Worlds. What happened to my voice there? Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, The Last Guardian, Ratchet & Clank, Infamous Second Son, Days Gone, Bloodborne, Detroit Become Human, Batman Arkham Knight, I believe that's only the first chapter, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 4, Until Dawn, and Resident Evil Biohazard. Now, I say that if you haven't played a PlayStation console before the new one, you're in luck, because most of these were on PlayStation Now, like a membership that you could pay for, and you get maybe 400 to 500 different games for free. I know for a fact that there was The Last of Us on there, Uncharted 4 was on there for a bit, Fallout 4's been on there, Final Fantasy's been on there, Ratchet & Clank's been on there, Detroit's on there, Batman's on there, Mortal Kombat's been on there, Until Dawn's on there, Resident Evil's even been on there. So, like, most of them games have already been on PlayStation Now, and if you've bought PlayStation Now before, you probably have going to have played most of these games, if not at least have watched a YouTube video on them. So, they're not that great if you've already played PlayStation and had the PS Now membership. If not, you're in luck, but I think they need to add a little bit to it to make it more valuable to customers. For instance, obviously they've said that they cannot do backwards compatibility for games on older generations before the PlayStation 4, so you're not going to be getting any games for PlayStation 3, 2 or 1, but on PS Now, they did have games for PlayStation 3, 2 and 1. Obviously, PlayStation 3 was the older generation on PlayStation 4, but they did have games, not many, but a couple games for PlayStation 2 and a few for PlayStation 1 as well. So if they can do that, then surely they can do it on this PS Plus collection, where you get a few PS2 and PS1 games and PS3. I hope. There's quite a few games that I would love to play from PS2 and PS1 and even PS3. So if they did that, it would make it a little bit more worthwhile. Because at the end of the day, if you are just playing offline games, then you're probably not going to get the PlayStation Plus membership. Especially if you've already played most of them games. Whereas, you know, if they include a few more games and they include older generations, I feel like more people are going to be willing to pay the, maybe like a £15 a month. So this is the second to last topic that we're going to be talking about, the accessories. It gets pricey. It gets very, very pricey. In fact, before we even go into accessories, we're going to talk about the controller alone. So if you break your controller, you're going to have to fork out £55 to get a new one. $70, £55. Now, I know it's a controller and you need it to play the console, but still, it's quite expensive. I believe it's an extra £10 from the previous controller. And obviously, Sony have put a bit more tech into this controller and they believe that, you know what, it is worth it. I know there's a built-in microphone to it, but I don't know what else they've added. I hope that it's going to have to be a very good controller to be worth £55. But anyway, we move on to the accessories. Yeah. So you've got 4 accessories which are sold separately. So you've got the Pulse 3D wireless headset, which will cost you $100. I believe it's something like £74, £77, something like that, which is quite a bit. Media remote, which will cost you about $30. I'm not really too sure what that's going to be. Give me a sec. £23. So it's not too bad, but a media remote, what's it really going to do? I'm not really too sure. Obviously, you've got the charging station, which is going to be about $30 as well. So once again, £23. And then lastly, you've got a HD camera, which is going to cost you $60. Now, it's going to be quite a cool addition for me, because before I couldn't really stream. I believe the PS4 did actually sell a camera, unless I'm tripping. Yeah, it did, yeah. I'm not too sure how expensive that's going to be, or that would have been. £90. Jesus. Yeah, so the camera was £90. That's quite expensive. Or maybe it was £80, I'm not too sure. But still, it's quite expensive. Luckily, you're not going to have to spend that. As I say, it's about $60, which, if I go back and I type in 60, about £46, so half the price. Beautiful, I like that. I will most likely spend that because I will want to do live streams, and that'll make it 10 times easier. With a built-in microphone, decent headphones, and a camera, we're ready to go. So those are the accessories. Overall, I believe it's going to cost you about $220, which so it's going to be about £170 overall if you want the charging station, the media remote, the camera, and the headphones. Obviously, the headphones is taking up most of the budget there at about £75. Now, we're going to go on to our last topic, which is the digital version going to cost you more in the long run? There's been a lot of talks that the digital version is going to cost you more because of how much downloadable games actually cost. So they used the new Assassin's Creed as an example. So a physical copy of the new Assassin's Creed is going to be about £50, but a downloadable copy is going to be £20 more expensive than a physical copy. So although you're paying £450 for a console and £350 for the other console, you're actually still paying more for the game. So 5 games in and you've actually paid the exact same price. And 6 games in and you're overspending. It's a bit mad to me. I mean, we all know if you go into the store on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One, the prices in there are astronomical. It takes so long for prices of games to come down in the store. It's actually mad. So let's take the new Call of Duty, for example. If you look at a physical copy on Amazon, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, on Amazon, let's have a little look. So you can buy it. Yo, this game's still expensive. What? Why is this game still expensive? So Call of Duty Modern Warfare is still expensive, mainly I guess because it's still the newest Call of Duty. It's £45. But then if you look in the store, it's £60. So that's already a £45 cheaper game from a physical copy to a downloadable copy. They've got to change their prices, because if they don't, I think their digital edition could be a fucking flop. If they don't change their prices and make them actually fluctuate their prices, like the older a game gets, the cheaper it should be. It's a bit mind-boggling to me. I mean, in my opinion, I believe that downloadable copies should be cheaper than physical copies, because if there's anything to go by with the environment, like, oh great, you're creating so many physical copies with all that plastic, and the plastic ends up in this, like, these games companies should actually take responsibility and make downloadable copies less expensive, so that more people are more likely to download a digital version than a physical copy with, you know, the disc being... Bearing in mind most of our plastic goes into the sea, like, it makes no sense to me why a physical copy which has so much plastic in for a fucking leaflet and a disc. I don't get it. However, downloadable games and codes and even some accounts that are up for sale with games on, they're becoming more and more popular, which is a very good thing. And with more competition comes more customer-friendly prices. Hopefully these places will be more likely and more willing to sell codes for console players. I mean, at the end of the day, there's 2 consoles coming very soon that don't have a disc drive. And if these websites like CD Keys and G2A that are selling keys don't make the most of that, it makes no sense. They need to become more console friendly. Maybe they even have. Maybe I just haven't seen it. But I'm talking for all games. So the only real one that I've actually seen is God of War. I bought God of War off of CD Keys, and it was a new account. However, everything else is just FIFA points, Marvel Avengers DLC, Modern Warfare, double XP boost, EA Play, FIFA 20, you can buy packs, Fortnite, the Last Laugh bundle. They need to start selling games. It's a must, in my opinion. I mean, they've done it with Xbox, like Xbox Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, Marvel Avengers for the Xbox, Minecraft for the Xbox, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the Deluxe Edition. You've got NBA 2K21. I don't know when that's out. It might already be out. You can buy Forza Horizon 4. Like, there's so many games on here for Xbox, but not for PlayStation. And Sony really, really need to do it. I mean, put it this way, I'm going to be getting the digital edition and I'm not going to be buying off of the market. It's fucking ridiculous. The one time that it's not ridiculous is when they have like your autumn deals on. In fact, I saved myself £177 on all Assassin's Creed games apart from the first one. Like, it would have been something like 250 quid. How mad is that? And I ended up getting it for something stupid like £90. That was literally just because of the autumn deals. I mean, bearing in mind, like, sure, you're probably going to be spending like, you know, £500 on 10 games now. New games, though. Assassin's Creed 2 has been out for many, many, many years now. And that should not be, like, however expensive it was on the PlayStation market. Let's just type in Assassin's Creed. Okay, I know you can do that. So, when did Origins come out? Oh, no, let's start by going... Assassin's Creed Origins is £20 on Amazon, okay? It is £50 on the PlayStation market. Like, you see what I mean? How is it 50 quid when it's £20 on Amazon? They really need to sort their prices out. But there we are, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the pricing for the PlayStation, what you thought the event was like. I didn't even watch it, I'm not going to lie. I was just told about it at midnight and I decided to make a video on it. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the event if you watched it, what you reckon the console is going to be like, who you think's going to win between the PlayStation and Xbox war, what you like about the games, what you don't like about the games, what you hope to happen in the future, what your dreams are in life. I'll be down in the comments responding to everybody, so let's have a little conversation. But this is where we're going to end the video. If you did enjoy it, then please smash the like button, comment all this down below, subscribe, share the video around. I would love to get in a little community. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.